Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention. I thought I'd make a video. This English, making video in English here is really, I'm really getting a really terrible referencing on YouTube. So I might stop doing that and set up an English channel in the future. So today is a full moon, a super moon. So it's like there is a great reset. The great reset is in the works. It's going to reset everything in society. We're going to move from a patriarchal, hierarchical civilization to a more matriarchal, nurturing civilization. Eventually, we'll drop all government. We don't need any government, but we're going to need to go through a phase of transition. But the great reset is within. We need to be to move from this third dimension linear path to a unified path, a point of balance between the one consciousness that is unchanging and the flow of time that is going through the one and the other, the point of balance and harmony. So it is important not to judge all the things that brings you less than joy and happiness, yet to distance yourself from that, as let it go. Just do not, if something doesn't bring you joy and happiness, do not hang on to it. For we're going to forget all of our third dimensional memory. Memory is going to be reorganized, so we see the lesson and the blessings from that. And to remember our eternal nature, at least once a day, you want to remember that you are an eternal and divine being connected to an eternal and divine creator. And so for the future already coexist within the now in a parallel reality. We just need to align, to cultivate our imagination, to see what we need to do in order to manifest it, to move into action. For once everything is said and done, then there is just the flow. It flows. So it's but everybody's carrying a cross down here, and we need to celebrate our courage to have accepted to go through all that we've been through in this old way, in this old path of darkness. We're surrounded by darkness, to awaken the collective, and that is for the awakened collective. A lot of other people who are not there yet, and they will take a little while to get there, but we'll be there to assist them as much as we can. So it is important to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others, for that is the card of the day, the solid foundation. We need to build on solid foundation, your principle, your truth, your whatever you believe, and to be able to reset whenever there is a belief that works, but then the life shows you something else, and it's painful and it's hard, and we gotta let it go. Then we adapt. For unkind people are suffering, yet, and so they project their suffering onto others. But we do not want to be victim of that. So just first we need to find that inner kingdom, that inner truth, that inner light. Then the flow will come. Also wanted to talk about all the earth scene, and there is a lot of reptilian clones that are part of this celebrity and political and financial and all that, and the masks are going to fall, and there are beings that are created that they're so perfect, everybody's trying to imitate them. It's because they're clones. They're not real human. As real human, it is our imperfection that makes us perfect. So do not criticize yourself, or for it is when I'm spiritual ascension path is very much about moving from the impure to the pure, to go to the ignorance into lucidity, to go from darkness into light, and then the ultimate goal is to fuse, to become one with the source. But for me, when I first was introduced to the spiritual concept, when I awakened in the mid 80s, 1980s, I was what fascinated me is the ability to experience the whole, to be one with the whole, to know all, to feel all, to experience all, to share all with God. God introduced us as the non-vehicle, this potential of being one with the whole. But first we need to become lucid, then to reintegrate the darkness. And this is really what we need to find, this point of balance between ignorance and lucidity, to become more lucid. For it's like every truth is like there is no philosophical concept or mathematical equation that will solve the mystery of life. For we need to take all the philosophies and all the opposites, at which points we have a balance point. But so it's like this experience of the whole. It's like it's something absolutely fascinating. But I didn't know what I was embarking on, because the light is like very light, but the darkness is very dark. dark. And so, the more, but once we achieve the light, the more we go into darkness, the more our light will shine as well. And that is really what a lot of people are going through right now. It is important to understand the dynamic of the dance that our soul is playing, to understand, to play the game, to play not the ego game, but to understand what our soul is doing. It is very important to be aware of what our inner self is wanting and doing, and leading us towards. So it's like the observer of the day is the galactic, to reconnect to that fifth dimensional matrix of love and joy and unity and peace, and connect our connected self. The highest wisdom is wisdom. So that's quite nice. What we need to understand is the scribe and the writer. We need to share and communicate and take notes of everything that is going on. We need to be a scribe. What we need to do is the tree, to be anchored, to be really well anchored within our physical body, and to continue to grow towards the heavens, to continue to expand our consciousness. And the outcome will be community life. It's like we're here to be part of. We are part of this global community. There is only one global community. There is many cultures, many races, many opinions, and all that. But it's only one love, one family of God in truth. But in the meantime, there's going to be communities with beings that are soul connected, that will be forming outside of the mainstream of society. Spirit has told me that long time ago. It is important to allow everybody else to choose, to make their own choice, to have their free will. Let them deal with their own self, within their own consciousness. It is easier once we are liberated from fear. And our life is full with love and light, of course, because the life will push our buttons and to liberate us from all that, and not to be afraid of space and stillness. For it's like electronic. It's like with this new access to electronic now, we're always filling the time and space with something. We can't just be still, and not to be afraid of the unknown, of the stillness, of the void. It is important, for it is within the void that things are being revealed. And be friends with your fear, be friends with your uncertainties, be friends with your doubts. It's like doubts are very essential to put in question, to reset. And for all that we do in our inner work and the other service is actually will pay off, maybe in this lifetime, but regardless, it will pay off big time in the eternal career. For those who are aware, we're doing service here on the planet. Like Dante said, what we do in time, we harvest in eternity. Those who are doing a lot of dark things, they are not aware. Of course, we need to forgive them, but they will have to harvest that which they're doing as well. For what we seek is the freedom to love, to know that the truth shall set us free. And personally, I'm receiving some very precise instructions. I'm mostly 80%, 90%, I'm able to follow them, of course. And it's always in the moment, to be receptive in each moment. And we need to keep moving forward. There is no going backwards. It's like it's not like bringing the past back into reality. So it's like no matter how many times we're gonna fail again and again and again, but we need to step back up again and again and again. Those who have never failed, have never tried anything, and they're staying within a comfort zone, and they're not challenged by life because that's not their past, and they're not ready to transcend or anything like that. They may be on a lower soul path, regardless of what they're showing up in the world. For it's like on the internet, everybody's got big smile, but everybody in truth is going through some very deep internal shift. For it is only one love, one consciousness, one life, one thing, and life is only one thing. It is the Father, the Mother, and the One. But this concept can feel very, since we have an identity and a form, it can feel very dangerous to experience that. That while we are in form, yet this one truth is eternal, and there's really just need to find the point of balance between the eternal nature and the evolution of our individualized consciousness. For the blue pills are completely out of order. People cannot fall back asleep, and there is a massive distribution of red pill awakening. It's going on. Just take care of yourself. Remind yourself at least once a day that you are an eternal and finite being, because you are an extension of an eternal and finite creator, for at least once a day. So I hope this message was interesting for you. You navigate to prepare yourself for this great change. I'm going to finish with a song with someone who's asking forgiveness for for his human part. I feel like I've been conflicted with an internal something internal in relationship to someone, and I feel like I've been misjudging a lot of things, and I've been but I'm getting to the point where I'm releasing a lot of judgment and a lot of it's called Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. I thank you so very much, by the way, for your presence, for continuing to cultivate this sense of connection, your service to the planet and to your own self, your own ascension. And I thank you so very much for your likes, your sharing, your subscription. And I probably will open a very an English channel to very soon, because it's like this two. I've been recommended to continue to do those things with English and French, but in terms of referencing, it's really terrible on YouTube. It just doesn't work. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to do those English messages, but I will soon. If I don't, I will soon open an English channel, and I will of course let you know. But this song is called "Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood." Oh baby, do you understand me now? Sometimes I feel a little mad. Well, you know, no one alive can always be an angel. When things go wrong, you've seen some bad. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Oh baby, sometimes I feel so carefree with joy that's hard to hide. And sometimes it seems like all I have is worry. And then you're bound to see my other side. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seemed edgy, I want you to know that I never meant to take it out on you. Life has its problems, and I've got my share. And that's one thing I never meant to do, 'cause I love you. Oh baby, don't you know I'm just human? And I've got thoughts like any other man. And sometimes I find myself alone regretting some foolish things, some simple things I've done. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. It's really a call to go beyond judgment and to allow ourselves to not judge ourselves and not to judge others, and also to learn from our lessons and to be more temperated, probably. The card of the observer of the day is destiny. We have this destiny we want to fulfill. This we came from. It's a higher path. What is the highest wisdom is communication. Continue to communicate and to receive the communication. What we need to understand is balance. This point of the point of balance between the eternal one and our individualized consciousness. To find always to bring everything back into balance, to return to center. What we need to do is potentiality, to seek to turn the potential into actual now. It is eventually everything will flow. It's going to flow into manifestation. And the outcome will be generosity, to be generous materially and spiritually, in our thoughts, in our mind, in our judgment, and to continue to be generous, as well as in the physical. We share what we have in any event, and for everything that is given, it was already given, maybe deserved, but it was given by the source, by the creator. So whatever we have, the more we are able to share, the more we'll be able to receive as well. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful full moon, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste, my friends.